for listening to the e-flux podcast.
Hi.
Hi.
Thanks for being here, Keren Cytter. It's a pleasure to be able to sit with you this morning.
Thanks.
Let me start with a little bio and background. And Keren, I'm going to ask you to correct me if I get any of this
Okay,
wrong.
let's start.
Okay. You're from San Francisco in a rock band, you were saying earlier?
No, it's a lie.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
So maybe this is correct. You're a New York-based video, film, installation, and performance artist. Is that truth?
I never perform by myself. I also do drawings. I don't do much film. I've been rejected, never got accepted to the film world, but I do video art. Yeah, and I'm writing books. So I'm like, I'm a New York-based, that's true. Video, yes.
Yes.
Installation, yes. And
yeah, totally.
And writing.
And writing, but performance.
And drawing also. I do
drawing.
drawings.
Really, yeah.
Exactly. But performance, I tell people to I do theater, but I never perform. I have fear of audience.
Yeah, why do you keep that in your bio? Because I've seen that in researching for 5 minutes before
I
today.
don't like to tell people what I am. So people write whatever they want, and it's fine. It's called freedom of speech, and I like misunderstanding.
You like misunderstanding?
I respect. I don't respect. I accept it.
Okay, fair. Let me also just get some facts out of the way that I wasn't sure if they're true or not.
Let's see.
It says you exhibited in numerous international venues. I think one is Tate Modern.
Yes.
How was that?
I exhibited several times. One time they did a big favor for me because I had a dance company, Die Now, Dance International Europe Now, and they decided to make a whole stage in the Turbine Hall and to make the performance, and it was really like unreasonable. It was really nice. So we performed 2 nights in a special stage they made for us with all the lights and technicians. So yeah, it was nice. After that, I think I had also like smaller performances that were all so nice.
The kitchen, was that the same? I'm sorry. Can I ask you a question? Because I was at the kitchen performance of your dance.
Yeah.
Was that the same performance?
Was it Die Now? It was with glitter and lights.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's the same one. But also in the kitchen later on, I did also like a showreel drama, which is more humble.
I enjoyed the kitchen performance, for whatever that means. I was very uncomfortable in the seats there. But, there is a concern for your audience, right? I mean, and there were some questions last night. You had the world premiere or New York premiere or non-online premiere of Middle of Beyond, correct? And there was some questions last night, and I didn't write them down again. I was making sure not to do any due diligence. Mm-hmm. But there were some questions that were asked that seemed, I don't know, that you weren't even interested in considering.
I think the question was more about, I don't know why, about the political context of the movie, which I think the movie, but that's why you should watch it, it's already the answer for all the outside, the political context. So for me, it was more interesting, if it's interesting, is the concept of making the movie itself, like, and the context of like the movie, like the editing and the writing, and less about contemporary political questions, which, what can you say, really? I mean, everybody's like preaching to the choir. It's a bit boring, and it's not in my genes to. But
it was a tool,
say,
no? I mean, it was a tool.
No, it's never a tool for me. It's the real thing. It's never using for something, and it's my ideology. It will never, any movie of mine or any work of mine will be about something. It's always contain itself, and it's standing for itself. And I think every work of art should be that way. Maybe I can talk about that. That really makes me angry. That works art using as tools.
I'm going to speak over you right now, and I like the fact that you're getting angry. I'd like to encourage that you're angry here.
That's why you spoke over me now?
Yeah, that's why.
Now I'm not angry anymore. Now I'm furious.
No, you did. Okay, I'm making light of it. But you did, you were asked a question, and I'm being a bit jokey about it. But, there was an era of I don't need to, for the very reasons that you just stated. I don't need to discuss these things. The work of art stands on itself.
Yeah.
Then why participate?
Because I thought it will be more of a full event if there will be something. But actually, after I booked the girls, they're my friends, but generally we don't fit on stage because we are like communicate our craft differently. As I said, I don't care so much about the context of the real world or like the tool, my work. I don't think my work is a tool and shouldn't be a tool.
No, but it was you. I was saying, but you said that you used the main character in the film as a tool. I thought.
No, it's a tool for the work itself to keep on the things operating. So it's like you have I don't know any machine how it's working. So like imagine a microwave. Let's imagine it's working with cog. I don't know how things are working, but you need one thing to build the other,
right.
like an engine. So I use that way, but still it's functional for the sake of itself. In that way, it's not a microwave. I'm not here to heat food or to promote this and this agenda. Yeah, it's fine.
Let's go back to your anger. What are some other things that you're angry about?
I'm not angry anymore. It was like 2 years ago. That's why I was like, when they start talking about political stuff with me, I was like, what? Yeah, and then I watched a movie and I was like, but that was good because that was a capsule for my anger. Now it's captured in this movie because I'm not angry anymore. What I'm angry now is just like I'm going to have a show in 3 weeks. We planned everything like 4 months ago. I made tons of drawings. They don't ship in them yet. And then some drawings that had to come from London. Just now, before I came here, they told me that they might not arrive because of money. So if I have another idea how to fill the main room.
Right.
But I'm not like, I'm angry very quickly, but also come down. In the end, I won't get angry because it's only art and that's not important.
What is important?
Life, I guess, like health problems. So
how is your health?
I think I'm quite fine for my age.
You do a lot of walking.
I do lots of walking. I didn't walk here, but I walked yesterday from Upper East to here, East Broadway, and a stop in the Fabric District on the west. So I did it's 3 hours walk. But it's good because I don't go to the gym.
I had some more questions for you, but
let's ask.
You mentioned that you're starting filming in a few weeks.
No, in a week.
In a week.
That's why I'm like a bit stressed. Why people are not just picking up the drawings and just like
But what does that have to do with the filming?
Because it's in my house. I need my house empty because this is the set.
Oh, goodness.
And I told them just pick it, and they still don't answer. I told them on Monday, they still don't answer.
Can you tell me about the snake?
The snake, it's going to be a movie and there's going to be a snake. The snake is because of the music. I saw the music, it fits to the music to have a snake.
How so? Sorry.
What?
How?
Well, you need to listen to the music. We can do it later.
Okay.
And then it's a movie. It's about, I first build the order of the shots and the frames, and then I forced myself to build the story. So it took me like 5 months to fit everything to this thing. It's called a Killing Time Machine. And while the viewer watching the movie, it's getting older and older, and it's turning his future into past. That's the main reason of the movie. So it's about 4 conmen in my apartment going to after a funeral of a guy, and they pretend to be his children. But then...
Wait, I'm sorry, the funeral of who?
A father.
Mm-hmm.
No, doesn't matter. And then half of the movie, it's 12 minutes. So 6 minutes, they are acting as this person. And then they realize that if each one pretend to know the other, it means they're all lying. And then their real self is being revealed. And then there's going to be a snake, and I booked the snake already. So it's going to be a big snake, and he's going to crawl on the floor. You need to crawl on Chinese food.
What? I'd like to interject here a little. I'm not sure if I told you this little story. I was at a funeral of my wife's grandmother in Canarsie, and my wife's uncle was very distraught. It's a sad day, and he fell into the grave on top of the coffin.
Why? By mistake?
By mistake. Well, in his vulnerable state, he was
really
inconsolable, and he fell in on the coffin with great grandma inside, and I had to pull him out. And
how old was he?
How old was he? He's in his early 60s. He's a teacher. I just wanted to put that out there.
But it's good that you tell this story. My 2 grandmothers died in the same week. So in the second funeral, I heard everybody's whispering, "You know that the grandmother died also."
That's good gossip.
Yeah, anyhow, it's not related so much to the funeral, and it's not about the funeral, just about Killing Time Machine. So it will be like there will be lots of time ticking off a clock and voiceover telling that you're like watching your time getting killed.
Mm-hmm. How old are you?
40, exactly.
I'm 40.
Sharp.
Wait, are you an Aquarius?
Never on my dead body. No, I'm a Leo.
What does that mean?
Leo?
Yeah, what does that mean? I honestly, I nod all the time with all the wonderful people that I have the pleasure to be around, but I don't really understand the
pretentious, simple.
Pretentious and simple?
Yeah.
Totally.
Generous, but could be, how you call it, selfish, but generally cute, simple people.
Really?
All of us.
I'm an Aquarius.
This is the other side of Aquarius, and supposedly Aquarius and Leo are supposed to get along very well.
Really? But what is that? Okay.
That's it. That's what it means. But
That's
God
what it
knows.
means. You're very intuitive. You're an intuit, I think.
No, I'm professional. I see things.
I don't know if it's professional because you did come in 35 minutes late.
I couldn't digest the food yesterday, and I woke up in the middle of the night to a night full of hummus and white wine. And
Of hummus and kunstfreien?
White wine. Yeah, and I went back to sleep at 5 or something. So it was really hard for me, but it's fine.
Well, I appreciate your being here. And we worked together a little bit at X Initiative, but this is 8 to 10 years ago.
Yeah, maybe.
Does that mean we were in our 30s when we?
8 years ago. Yeah, so I was 32.
And the installation that you had at the time was a fairly involved installation. It had about 6 or 7 different videos playing, consolidated with audio and timing devices and different theatrical lighting and devices.
Yeah.
Is there any plan to revisit that? And how was that for you? Because
it was great, actually. I enjoyed really. It was the first and last time I did it because I never got the option. Maybe I did, but it's too complicated to do it again because I need a person who can fix the lights with the videos.
Right.
I know I'm actually half in touch with him, but still, it's just too much. But it was really great to do it. But
and you also had drawings as well.
Yeah, and there was light on the drawings, and then it was connected to the videos and the timing of the videos and the lights. Yeah, it was great. Yeah, it's true. But it's also, what's the problem with these things? It's a bit of too entertaining. It's just too giving to the audience. So it was nice, and I'm sure people liked it, found it fun. But if I would be the visitor, I would say I would actually think it's a bit of a gimmick. It's just too much. And let me think, don't direct me so much, I would say.
Right. Well,
but it's good to make different shows just to do. Otherwise, if I do, it's just better to do.
And you don't feel any pressure to repeat certain...
I try not to repeat as much as I can because it's it's not good for the brain to repeat yourself in the work.
But do you ever feel pressured to do this or no?
Sometimes, people pressured, but because people are ignorant, they don't know my work because it's a lot. So they say, we saw this and this work, can you repeat it in our place? And I said, no, I don't repeat, but I will accept the invitation to do something.
Right.
So it's not really a pressure. I mean, nobody's really forcing me. And if they force me, I say fine. I mean, because if they invite me and they want something, fine. I'm not I'm trying to, to be in between, to be fine with everyone and do what I want.
Yeah. Oh, I had another question.
Please, feel free.
It's a weird face here.
I know. I also thought that's a weird face.
Are you feeling awkward? Is it
No,
me?
not at all. I feel very sleepy still, and I suddenly realized I have if the audience could imagine, I expose my teeth, but I have a subtle smile, so it's very weird.
That was amazing. Yes. No, but you're also kind of exposing, your
teeth, but it still looks subtle, but it's a bit weird.
It doesn't look subtle. It's just freaking me out.
Sorry.
That's okay. I couldn't imagine, subjecting myself to talking about my work on a podcast. But for you, it seems natural. And I wonder, and then I'm tying this into the fact that you said you've never been accepted in the film world. Mm-hmm. Where is that coming from? I mean, is it doesn't seem to be any resistance from you. You seem to be able to.
No, I've been rejected, so I didn't resist at all.
You were just always rejected.
Yeah, never been accepted. I think I applied for 20-something festivals, even more in my life. Never been accepted to anyone.
And what do they say? Just no?
Yeah, generic things. Yeah, I just sent an envelope with my stuff.
Is exhibiting the films in an installation alongside other works the ideal situation for you to show these works?
No, I don't show. I'm talking about only feature films. I never try to push short movie in a festival because I don't think festivals, it's not important, I think, to have short movies in festival. This could be in a gallery because it's a short time. But the long movies...
It's over an hour, I thought.
No, this is not. I'm saying the feature film I always showed in festival. I try to go to festival, but the short ones, installations, I never try to apply to festivals because it's a different thing. Mm-hmm. I think it could fit to gallery or to Vimeo. It doesn't. I think festival who showed short movies or whatever. I will never go to a festival and watch short movies because I don't know. But no, I'm talking about feature films, and I will never show a feature film as an installation or something. because it's stupid.
Wait, why is it? Sorry, why is it?
Because
stupid?
nobody will sit now and gonna go when he's doing like a gallery visit. He's not gonna sit now 2 hours and watch a feature film from the middle or something. It just doesn't fit. It's not the right format. Short movies are more acceptable. So I'm showing it only. I'm like doing screenings.
You're doing screenings. So your films are readily available on Vimeo?
Yeah, they're all available with no password because I don't think. Well, I think is like there's no difference between film and photographs. Photograph. It's just could be printed, and still photographs are available in catalogs, and nobody thinks. And people actually have a friend who is doing it, cutting it and framing it. Fine.
Right.
So I don't think film should be like so captured and treasured. And if you're so afraid that they are not materials, then don't deal with film because this is it's a different world. It's a mass production thing. So, yeah, it's very important for me that it will be available and for free with no password as catalogs are available.
Mm-hmm. And is that for all your films?
All of them. Also, the feature is now on Vimeo available. Like it should be like this.
So we should all go to Vimeo?
I don't think so. Come on, just who watch Vimeo? It's like I tell you which movies are the popular, the one with penises and nude, generally. These are the popular movies on Vimeo. But also art people are like watching them sometimes.
But why? There was no nudity in this one, right?
No, I'm saying who are the popular ones.
No, I know, but then I'm making a non sequitur
Yeah.
to say that there was no nudity. Was that a nod towards hoping or directed towards a film festival audience?
No, I didn't.
that's
No,
not a
I didn't
concern
care.
at all?
No, I think actually film festival audience like nudity. It gives seriosity, but I just didn't care so much about nude when I thought about the script.
Mm-hmm. There's a lot of nudity in the film.
Sometimes in other movies,
Yeah.
To attract attention, I'm going to like be in biennales and stuff, and the art audience is much more sensitive to everything. It's just like making hype because I think they live in art context, so they don't see anything. I also don't think they see nude in real life ever because they're like all the time traveling and like cannot communicate with other people. So when they see nude or whatever, it's really overwhelmed them. They're really excited. So it's a good way to attract attention.
I don't think I could ever appear nude in film.
Me too, of course. But also I hardly can appear anyhow in film.
Why not?
Because I don't want people to put like subtitles under when I'm starting to talk. And I'm talking English, so it's annoying.
Oh my God. Sorry, I'm just waking up right now. I can't watch a film without subtitles.
You cannot?
I can't.
Even like in the American ones, like Rose
Nope.
Garden? So it's your problem, and I'm against putting subtitles in English speaking.
Yeah, but I can't hear it. I don't have very good hearing.
That's
And so now I approach film differently, actually. It's a problem for me, not just because I can't hear it.
I was wondering in this movie, did you hear it? Because
That's
I was
a great
wondering.
question. That's a great question. I heard most of it, and I'd say I read 80%. So I had to supplant what I missed with inferred information and or whatever randomly was in my mind at the time, which was a nice experience for me.
Mm-hmm. But that's good. I think, the script had many holes, so I think you had to do it.
Is there anything that you'd like to mention or talk about that maybe I didn't bring up?
Not really. Like, I don't want to push my agenda.
Why not?
Exactly. Why not? Okay, so I wanted to say that I think art shouldn't be about something. It should be only the thing itself. And also I think that the level of art viewers should go a bit high and they shouldn't fake excitement about all kinds of bricks and all kinds of didactic comments. And they should just say sometimes this art with no relation to offensive or not offensive is really bad and I get it in less than a second. So how can you call it conceptual? I think people should just start boycotting museums and galleries because they show really not good art. Just not because of being offended as a cultural consumer and saying this is really shitty.
I second that, and I think probably a good opportunity to use this podcast as a way to
That's
encourage
why
people
not
to boycott.
Exactly. Every institute they show bad art, write a letter and say, I don't care about the content and what this was standing for and what it's the tool of this thing. The shape and the form and the mind behind this tool is shit. And I'm not going to come to the gallery until you start showing good art.
So let's do an open letter.
I don't do open letters
How about
because
a
also
hashtag?
I don't like people. I don't do open letters.
Well, that's why I like you so much.
I also like people who don't like people.
Yeah, I guess. But you've worked it to you've managed to navigate it this far.
I know because
I think you like people more than you let on. No, I don't think you hate most people.
No, I don't hate most people. If I hate, it's very short time or like really specific that slowly lingering. This like.
I could listen to you talk. I feel like you have a really nice radio or podcast voice, regardless of me not understanding most of it because...
Doesn't matter. We can make a HMRF sounds. It's the sounds that make people calm down.
Wait,
yeah, exactly.
Is this...
Paper, moving paper. Now people really like feeling good.
We're helping.
Yeah.
So
go to sleep. Concentrate at work.
That was amazing. Hey Keren, what do you have coming on in the future?
I'm gonna shoot a movie in a week called Killing Time Machine, and I'm gonna have a show in Vilnius, in a Vartai Gallery in Vilnius. I'm gonna have a solo show, and which will be with drawings and hopefully with a new movie.
Can you talk to me also about your drawing project?
So the project with me and my friend Antonio, we're trying to revive Bologna, I think. So we're making a project that I'm making a huge drawing of 72 A4, like American printing paper. Mm-hmm. And we sell them 200 each. And then with this money, we also like fund me, but also funding like the first festival for independent distribution in Bologna. And it's going to be nice, I think. We're also now asking galleries to take part, so they will open on the same day. There's going to be a whole day on September 29 this year.
And the work is?
In Palazzo.
No, but drawings of?
Drawings of my apartment. I'm going to map my apartment. I did it before with... it's really nice drawing, so I'm going to do that. And it's going to be a drawing of my apartment. It will be hanging in a Palazzo in Bologna.
Your apartment actually figures rather prominently in your work, no? I mean,
yes, I don't like to leave my apartment.
I mean,
I believe that you don't need to move much to find to make something good. Another thing, I don't like important work of arts. I don't like importance. I think it's an excuse to make bad art.
It's an excuse to make bad art?
Yes, because you say it's very important, so let's ignore the fact that it's actually not coming back, not coming together, that you get it very easily, and it's obvious. The meaning is super obvious, and it's only pedagogic or something like that. So I think importance, also in movies, important historical movies, 99.9% I never watch because I think it's not a good movie.
99% of the time, that's a lot of time.
Yeah, not gonna watch. But that's good. Maybe we eat a banana.
Yeah. Thanks, Keren.
Thank you very much. Bye.
Bye. Talk to you soon.
Talk soon. Bye.